Forget the speeches. To find early America, look past monuments and down into the mud. Hear the carts, smell the smoke. Feel the crowd press by. This is where the country runs. It's 1790. Philadelphia, the largest U.S. city, for a moment, the capital. Real power isn't in marble, it's in markets and docks, in taverns, in paper moving fast. You notice it immediately. Everything depends on flow, goods, credit, news, trust. Morning starts with friction, barrels roll, wheels jam. Vendors shout, no sets the pace. At the market, essentials come first: flour, salt, fish, soap, candles, coarse cloth. Scarcity shows up fast, on faces, on empty baskets. Prices don't feel academic, they bite. A late ship hits by afternoon. A hard rain hits by tomorrow. The city reacts in real time. Behind each stall, scales and ledgers. Slips of paper, they decide who gets served first. Cash is rare, so you live on credit, notes, receipts, promises, names remembered in ink. Open the ledger, you see a map of power. Who owes, who pays, who waits, who gets refused. Remember this, in 1790, trust is not a feeling. It's an accounting system, cold, exact. A signature moves value across a table. One pen stroke can outrun a wagon on bad roads. River air replaces street smoke. Crates stack high, ropes snap tight. The Atlantic is right there. At the docks, uncertainty arrives in wood and wax, cargo, letters, rumor sealed inside. Workers count and weigh. They argue over damage. Order is produced by measurement. Then the stamp lands. One mark clears a shipment, or freezes it in place for days. This is where the state touches you. Inspection desks, customs forms, waiting lines. Here's the pressure point. One delay on the dock ripples into prices, tempers, unpaid debts. Inland, workshops race daylight, coopers, smiths, tailors, carpenters, hands everywhere. Nothing is instant, everything takes tools and time. The city moves at human speed. Signs swing overhead, inns, apothecaries, printers, taverns, you're inside a network. In a tavern, news changes hands like currency. A whisper can be worth more than a coin.
The others wait for your word.
You don't need a newspaper to feel politics. Just listen, every table becomes a parliament. Stories travel faster than institutions can verify. By the time officials react, the street moves on. A rumor tightens credit by sunset. A letter cons a street if it arrives before panic does.
Paid in full.
Listen to the press, clank, roll, press, talk becomes text, one metal letter at a time. Type is set by hand, locked in a form, ink rolled thick onto the type. Pull the lever, the page appears, heavy, wet, imperfect, news, born as an object. Each sheet is slow to make, but once it leaves the room, it multiplies in the street. A paper crosses Philadelphia in hours, then it rides outward. Horse, mud, fragile schedules. You can't escape the trade-off. Speed beats precision. Corrections arrive after the damage. Misprints happen. Names shift, numbers wobble. The city keeps reading. It needs direction. That's the mechanism. Controlled distribution. Shape what the public believes is real. Outside, handbills bloom on walls. Public space becomes a living bulletin board. Government isn't always spectacle. Most days, you meet it as paper.
Next petitioner.
Permits, notices, petitions, warrants, Files stack like bricks. A state is built page by page. Clerks copy by hand. Latency is built in. Every copy takes time. Quick question: if you lived here, what would you trust more, coins, credit, or news? Outside, the street doesn't pause for policy. Life moves beside institutions. Carts cut through pedestrians, errands run on foot. The city's clock is unforgiving. Midday brings another wave of buying and bargaining. You can watch inventory shrink. When supplies thin, credit tightens. When credit tightens, arguments sharpen. The system turns brittle. At the river, one dispute over damaged cargo can stall a chain of payments across the city. That's the danger. The system doesn't fail with explosions, it fails with delays. Then the light drops, market nosedives, wine takes over. Your footsteps sound too loud. Lanterns flicker on, doors bolt shout, shadows stretch. Distance becomes a problem. No radios, no sirens, total isolation. Trouble can start nearby, and you never hear it. So the city leans on routine. Familiar faces, repeated routes, hope that problems stay small. Under the surface, water is carried, not piped. Storage is household by household. Waste removal is uneven. In summer heat, one block becomes a health hazard by morning. Public health isn't a clinic, it's fragile infrastructure, and habits that strain under stress. If sickness spreads, you don't get an announcement. You get silence, shutters closed, crowds thinning. Philadelphia looks prosperous, but it's brittle. The system depends on flows that can break. Food, credit, news, enforcement, for lifelines, bottlenecks everywhere you look. From above, early America looks like ideas, liberty, rights, representation. From where you stand, it looks like logistics, deliveries, payments, verification, enforcement. Institutions are forming. Daily life moves faster than rules can standardize behavior. That gap creates noise, rumor, delay, improvisation, not a flaw, a feature of the era. Philadelphia won't stay the capital forever, but these patterns spread outward. Markets price uncertainty. Newspapers shape reality. Clerks build administrative memory. And the federal state becomes real through stance, ledgers, procedures, quiet, repeated. In 1790, the United States isn't finished. You're watching a system learn how to operate. To understand power, don't start with slogans. Start with cues, receipts, routes, delays. A coin, a seal, a lantern, a printed page drawing on a line. Each object explains what theory can't. Tower scales through logistics, move goods, move news, make rules enforceable, day after day. Next, another reconstruction, another mechanism. A protocol fails, a patch appears. Vote next, print shop, harbor office, night watch, or election day. Which one should we build? Comment your choice below. I'll use it to pick the next reconstruction in early America. If you want more time travel documentaries like this, subscribe. Don't miss the next scene. The city sleeps, the ledger never closes. In the dark, paper and rumor keep moving.